All right, so this is what I picked up from my 2 day, 3 day, 4 day. Honestly, I don't even know. Time flies when you're having fun, okay? And honestly, it was probably the best thing ever for me to just take a break from music and unplug from everything I was doing and everything I was creating, because I was just putting a lot of pressure on myself. I was making songs each and every single day. I was making content each and every single day. I was mostly just in a forced state instead of a flow state. And I feel like this happens to me a lot, where I get so connected and just fused with what I am doing, what I am passionate about. And I don't really disconnect. I just keep creating and keep creating and keep creating, which in this society, I feel like that is praised a lot. You know, work hard, put your head down to the grindstone and just get it done. But also, I have some deeper knowledge that can completely shut that down. And honestly, that's like not the best energy to put yourself in, because it's just a desperate energy. And like when you're creating every single day and you're pumping out content, you're pulling from so many different aspects of your mind. Like my music went from extremely positive to like talking about things that really don't even matter. I guess it was kind of like taking a darker and a darker and a darker and a darker turn, because I feel like after a while, when you're forcing things and you're just repetitively creating and pushing content and doing all these things, you start to pull from all aspects of your mind. Say like if you're creating and you're getting, I don't know, let's say very irritated that you can't come up with a certain bar or a certain verse, you know, you just scrap it and now you come from like an irritated energy and you start displaying that on the track, which like turns into stress, which turns into a whole bunch of different things that just pile up and make your music go in like a weird direction and kind of take it off course. So I feel like detachment from what you are doing, not really detachment, but just coming at it at a different approach is so much more beneficial, because when you have a clear mind and you are just aligned with your energy and you feel good and you feel great, I feel like that's truly when you make masterpieces. That's when all the ideas start floating. That's when all of your consciousness just kicks in and it's not distorted. It's not like going in a million different directions. Because if you create from that place, that's kind of what you are making, is just like distorted, like weird things. I feel like I have a couple more songs that I'm going to put out. I don't know if I may delete them or I might just take them off that I was making in the past before this break, because I really like this direction. Like after this break, like literally everything changed. Just because I connected with myself, because, you know, all of these low vibrational emotions and all of these low vibrational energies that you feel do not give you the best place to be creative from. Because, you know, like desperation or just grinding or just angst or just double guessing, doubting, trying to come up with the best things, the greatest things, and these are all mixed and mashing together, that's just clouding your mind to where you ain't like really pulling from any place special. Because being positive and being aligned with yourself, it's the most powerful position you can put yourself in as a person. Because first of all, you're only feeding your mind with positive and good thoughts, which lead to a clear mind, and a mind that trusts itself, and a mind that loves itself, and a mind that believes in itself, instead of a veil of fake belief or a veil of pressures or a veil of all of these things. Like it's actually genuine. And when you create from that place, I feel like that's when you truly make something that is powerful, because you're in a flow state. You're in a state of receiving downloads or information from, I believe, the universe or God or whatever. Like you are just a receiver and your mind is clear and you're not clouded up with all these thoughts that just jumble around and don't serve you no purpose besides bringing you down. So I feel like really when your mind is clear and you are in a flow state instead of I'm going to force absolutely everything state, that is when the music actually hits and it makes a difference. And I'm well aware that the music I was making in the past, some of it has absolutely no impact and it's ignorant and it really serves no purpose. Like I'm well aware of that, but it's out there, it's in the world. It's been created, it's done. I'm not going to take it down, I'm not going to delete it. And that's just me being in a desperate state while creating. Like, oh, what's next? I got to do this next. Where's the next lyrics? Where's all this, that, and the third? And I'm just pulling from random places, random experiences, all of these random thoughts, random ideas. You just keep stripping away until you're just like stressed, you're pressured, you're overthinking. And then you just start to pull from like the darker aspects of yourself, and that's where your music takes that turn. And I've always noticed that with myself when I'm in like a creative process. It always starts out very light and very lighthearted, and then it just goes into some like really off direction. And that's for me just constantly hitting down on the grindstone and grinding instead of being in a flow state and being in control of my creative energy or just my creative flow. And actually, I don't know how to describe that part truthfully. Instead of me being in a state of I gotta prove this, I gotta make the greatest song, I gotta move on to the next project, I gotta hit up this person so we can make this. There's like this person who's like all I am is belief. Like I like making music. I love making music. Let's just make a song. Let's just do a song and trust the process and trust what is coming out of us and not pressurize it and not destroy that energy and taint it to where you just lose that specialness. I don't know how to describe that part. But if you catch on with that, I would be surprised. And as for the new things I'm going to be producing, I feel like, man, it's going to be such a different audience that I'm going to be bringing in. But it's going to be so beneficial and it's going to be so uplifting. And the ones who are supposed to connect with it and the ones who are supposed to listen to it, because I feel like the stuff I'm going to be creating is only going to be sought after by certain individuals, and it's only going to be found by certain individuals, because if you're not looking for it and if you're not ready for it and if you're not a vibrational match to what I am creating or what I am making, you won't be able to see it, because you only see what you are and what you want to see. Because if you're a negative person, you're not going to want to listen to positive music. And if you are a negative person and you do want to listen to positive music, that means the soul inside of you or whatever's inside of you is looking for the change. So you will gravitate towards those things. So yeah, it's only for certain individuals. So when I start making stuff like that, the people who I'm going to be bringing in are going to be very kind and very nice people. And also another thing, that's all I had to add to this video. But then I just walked off and I had another little just stream of consciousness, which was, why are you putting time on a soul's purpose? Why are you putting pressures? Why are you putting stress on something that you love? Like, I feel like that's a very important key. When you are doing things that you love or you are doing things that you enjoy, I feel like sometimes we can make it so huge. Like, we have these goals. Like, let's say for music, I have these goals and things I want to do for music or just for videos or just for anything in our lives. Sometimes we can build up those ideas or the outcomes of what we want to see to something so large and so out of reach and kind of put it on a pedestal that can kind of make you unmotivated or push you away from your passion or what you truly enjoy. But some days when you feel that, when you don't feel like 100% confident or 100% on top of your game, it's best just to go general. Like, why am I doing this? Like, set all of your intentions aside, set all of your, what you want the outcome to be aside, or your dreams aside, or literally everything aside, and just put it all to the side and go general and be like, you know what? I actually truly love this. I truly enjoy this. Like, it does so much more for me than any outcome, than all the things I expect from it. And just start getting extremely general. Like, I just love making music. It is amazing, and I'm grateful to do music. And I'm grateful I have this in my life, and I'm grateful that I can do this. Because, yes, having big ambitions and big ideas of where you want to go is amazing. It's awesome. But on days when you are not in that place, those can crush you. Those big dreams, those big ideas, when you are unmotivated and when you do not feel that way, those will still be surfacing around in your mind, and you will not be in that state to where that's even possible, or to where those ideas or thoughts are even tangible or even make any sense, and they will crush you and it will push you away from your passion. So on days when you do not feel like you can conquer the world or you can do all of these things, it's best to just put all of that aside and maybe even take a break from it all and truly just walk forward and do it with love and passion. And that's really like the best place to be creating from. And that's why I took the break, because I noticed it wasn't going in that direction. It wasn't in a place of love and like, I actually enjoy this. This is why I'm here. This is why I'm doing this. No, it was just me forcing absolutely everything, working day in, day out, so I could reach a milestone or reach a goal that I've set in my mind. And now you can still have these goals. You can still have these ideas. But when you do it with love and like, I'm actually passionate about this, you'll just get greater results, and you'll just have like greater work, and everything you produce will just be on such a different level and you'll actually enjoy the process and not burn yourself out. And your flame will just be lasting forever. And you'll be making timeless things because you're creating from a different energy that everybody could gravitate towards. I just wanted to add that in. I don't know, I keep walking away from this camera and shutting down this video, and then I just receive more information or just like more ideas pop into my mind, and I'm like, okay, go back and talk about that. And that is why I love being in this mindset of just like not forcing things and just being clear-minded, because you receive like valuable things. I also receive valuable things from my intuition, from, I don't know, just random, like, very valuable ideas that pop into my mind. And it's like, I don't know, there's like an internal GPS inside of me when my mind is clear. And I highly recommend you check out Abraham Hicks or just start watching spiritual things, because it just makes life so much easier. And I don't really want to get preachy, but I just did. But anyways, yeah, peace.